The Liptsy area has become a stronghold for Ukrainian forces and a meat grinder for Russia's ambitions. In May 2024, the Russian Sever group launched an offensive in the northern Kharkiv region with the objective of simultaneously reaching the outskirts of Kharkiv to renew terror on Northern Saltivka and attempting a breakthrough to neighboring town of Velykyi Burluk. According to military observer Oleksandr Kovalenko, while the Vovchansk direction received most of the media attention, the battles near Liptsy largely remained underreported. Espresso media outlet recalls, since May 2024, Ukrainian forces including the 13th Khartia Brigade, the 92nd Mechanized Brigade, as well as Special Operational Force and Defense Intelligence units have been engaged in repelling the Russian offensive near Liptsy. Despite Ukrainian forces being outnumbered and having fewer resources, Kovalenko notes that Russian troops have struggled to achieve any significant gains in this area. In the zone of responsibility of the Khartia Brigade alone, Russian forces have suffered at least 750 killed, over 1,100 wounded, more than 200 vehicles destroyed, and more than 1,200 hideouts damaged or destroyed. Notably, the Khartia Brigade carried out a fully robotized offensive operation in early December 2024, marking the first of its kind. The operation targeted Russian positions on the Kharkiv front. Kovalenko observes that such technological advancements play a crucial role in Ukraine's defense strategy, significantly improving operational efficiency and targeting accuracy. Currently, the Liptsy area remains one of the most stable fronts for Ukrainian forces, holding defensive positions and carrying out periodic operations to reclaim territory. Kovalenko states that Russian forces have avoided deploying military vehicles in this area due to the depth of fire control maintained by Ukrainian forces. This fire control has made it extremely difficult for the Russians to gain any substantial ground. A recent attempt by Russian forces to break through with 3 BMPs, Soviet amphibious tracked infantry fighting vehicles, ended in failure, with none reaching their destination. Since the beginning of 2025, at least 100 Russian mobilized soldiers, over 150 drones, and more than 100 hideouts have been neutralized in this direction. Kovalenko emphasizes that these losses, combined with the destruction of significant military assets, indicate the pressure being exerted on Russian forces in the area. Liptsy has effectively turned into a meat grinder for the Russian military, as Kovalenko describes it, despite their initial plans to turn the area into a stronghold for operations against Kharkiv's suburbs.
Ukrainian soldiers fighting on the Eastern Frontline reacted to Donald Trump being sworn in as the 47th U.S. president on Monday. According to Associated Press, as Trump prepared to return to the White House, servicemen from the 14th National Guard, Chervona Kalina Brigade were busy firing D-20 artillery cannon towards Russian positions on the front line in the Pokrovsk region. A commander known by his nom de guerre, Padre, said he had no time to monitor news about Trump's inauguration as he coordinated fire towards Russian positions. But he said he hoped for more military support from the U.S. to stop Russia advancing. The enemy comes with a large force, a much larger number of people, and equipment. In order to stop all this, we need weapons and we need ammunition, he told the Associated Press. Padre says he hasn't seen his wife and 2 daughters for more than 2 years. I would like the war to end as soon as possible, but if you look at the front, the enemy is attacking and advancing. We are trying our best to stop them. But I still do not see any end to the war, he said. Trump has pledged to broker a peace deal in Ukraine, but as he prepares to take office, peace seems as elusive as ever. Moscow and Kiev are seeking battlefield gains to strengthen their negotiating positions ahead of any prospective talks to end the 3-year-old war. Both sides have taken tough negotiating postures that leave little room for compromise. Trump, who vowed during his campaign to settle the war in 24 hours, changed that time frame earlier this month, voicing hope that peace could be negotiated in 6 months. His nominee for envoy to Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, says a deal could be brokered in 100 days.
905. 46, 12. 46, 12.
Дальше заряжу. Пострел!
Сорок 65.
48-65.
Да, заряжайте. Заборонено.
Плюс. Пострел!
Ну завжди, коли приходить якийсь президент, є зміни. Чи це в нас в країні, чи це в когось, а тим паче такі впливові, як Штати. Ну і напевно будуть зміни. Будуть зміни по-любому, але ніхто не може передбачити, які саме. Звичайно, хотілося б краще. Може, колись якісь надії були, але вже той період пройшов, і зараз ти думаєш тільки про свою роботу, про те, що тобі треба зробити, відпрацювати, не віддати, не відійти. І більшості цим заповнені всі думки в голові. Така політична ситуація. Напевно, якщо в голові покопатися, якась надія є. Але чи вона підтвердиться?